My name is Philippe Lemoine. I'm the director of the Grand Port Maritime de Guyane. So, Grand Port Maritime is a French name, but in fact, it's not a huge port. It's a name given by the law after the port reform in France in 2008. So, my company is dedicated to the port activities, Grand Port Maritime in French Guyana, along the South America coast. And to describe our problem, I have to come back to the basis of this approach we had, because actually we have to face a big issue day to day, that we have the sediments coming from the Amazon River, 1,000 kilometers in the south, in Brazil. And this river carries so many sediments into the sea that we have, and these sediments come back to the shore due to the current, maritime current and the wind. And we have to dredge, because these sediments are so concentrated on the shore between French Guyana, Suriname, and Guyana even, that it's concentrated in mud banks with several kilometers wide and several kilometers long and maybe 7 meters thickness. And we have to dredge each day. So our first idea was to say, okay, how can we build a new port offshore facility in order to avoid dredging and to accommodate bigger ships. But when we say that, we realize that this only activity, it wasn't enough to justify an offshore platform. So, to answer to your question, we decided to combine shipping activity with aquaculture, because we have discovered that the waters offshore the coast of French Guyana was very rich in nutrients and so on. So it was a good activity. And in offshore the French Guyana, we thought that there is some oil and gas, so we imagined that we can combine a third activity, which is oil and gas supply activity. Well, maybe for the time being it's too soon to be more accurate, but you know, when we had this idea to combine shipping activity with aquaculture activity, I remember well that one of the answers we had 2 years ago, something like that, people told us, oh, it's very, very difficult to organize aquaculture offshore the French Guyana coast. And we were surprised of this remark. And then we have discovered that the reason wasn't due to the feasibility, in technically speaking. It was a question of security. After, people told us the problem offshore the French Guyana coast is a problem of security. If you cannot have a fishing farm if it's not controlled and supervised. And it was perfect, because our platform is a mean to bring this control with remote control and so on. But we secure a large part of the ocean around the platform, and it was a good answer. And this is an example of the combination between these two activities. Yes, at this stage, we have identified some species. But you know, it's easy. We have warm waters, let's say rich waters to feed all the species living in this part of the world. So it's, let's say, easy. The main benefits, first, maybe we can say it's economic benefits, because shipping activity alone, it cannot work. And maybe aquaculture activity alone, maybe it cannot work. So we can say that this is the most important benefit. The challenge is, of course, it's not so easy to make these two activities on the same platform, because it's not the same skill. And on one hand, you have big ships with big equipment, cranes, and so on. On the other hand, you have small ships with maybe another culture, and maybe this is one of the challenges. Yeah. We know that in terms of blue growth, we need to enhance. We need to feed all the population all around the world. So aquaculture is certainly a good way to do this. And blue economy, of course, for a country like French Guyana, we need to import and to export a lot of goods. So we need an efficient port facilities. To be frank, no, not really, because as I said, we got this idea to build an offshore port facilities because of this problem of siltation and so on. And then we discovered that we can combine other activities, but not from existing examples. No. Yeah, for sure, because it's not the same activity. For the shipping activity, it's like commercial maritime traffic analysis and so on. And this is maybe one of the main challenges of this study, is to gather a lot of expertise, and this way, once again, Maribe was a good opportunity to meet different experts for all these areas. To be frank, three years ago, we decided to launch this study to see how to build this offshore platform. And as I said, our first idea concerned only shipping activity. Then we discovered that aquaculture was a good combination with this activity. And oil and gas, of course, if it happens, it will be better for us. So, thanks to the Maribe expertise area in the various areas, it was possible for us to approach all of these three activities. Because, frankly speaking, Grand Port Maritime has only competence for shipping activity. Aquaculture, it was like a bet at the beginning of this project. And now we know that our project can be considered, let's say, seriously, even in this aspect of aquaculture. And for example, this afternoon, we met a lot of people concerned by this activity and ready to help us. I said formally that 3 years ago we launched a study. 6 months or 12 months ago, we had a first report, and now we have progressed in this report thanks to Maribe expertise and all the experts, and it was very, I appreciate a lot because now we can say that we have a project, we can put it on the table and we can discuss with a lot of people. I said I met a lot of aquaculture companies, and for us it's very, very important because once again, 6 months ago or maybe 12 months ago, we couldn't have an idea of this approach and of this development. And so thank you for your contribution to our project. Yes, I was very, very surprised to meet a lot of people very interested by our project, above all concerning aquaculture activity. And before coming, I must confess that I didn't realize that this place could be so good opportunity to meet so many people, because we met bankers, we met aquaculture company, we met wave energy company, and everybody seems to be interested by this project. It was very important for us to have an external view of our project. So, for example, this morning, the presentation of our project was, let's say, a good exercise for us to present all the aspects and then to answer all the questions raised by this project. I was very surprised that so many questions was raised, and I hope we delivered the good answers, because I think that this project is no mature, but it was very important for us to have this kind of external view. Thank you for your contribution to our project.